You wanna come outside too? Here, come on. Wanna go do our rounds real quick, yo. What's good? What's good, y'all? Sending y'all peace and love. I was just put a new radiator cap on my motorhome here, and I seen a leak coming from the radiator, and I know that that cap was on its last leg. It had a crack in it or two, and so yeah, I went ahead and put a new one on just now and let it warm up, and then I gotta go see if I can see any more leaks anywhere else. But dang, what is that? Alright, y'all, what's good? What's good? Just doing my rounds here. Yeah, letting it come up in here. I'm gonna get into the Lawofone tonight, y'all. What's good, man? It's a nice global connection we got going on. It's gonna be nice, yo. Alright. Pretty much I can't really go down that way because... Oh dang, what happened here? How did, So... Just for the inside fence. Let's go see what the rest of this looks like. Sorry about it, you know, we're in a kind of a dark parking lot, so it's still all intact here. Yeah. Alright, what's good, y'all? I'm just making sure to do a nice, jeez, they have, wow, destroyed this parking lot. The construction crew needs to clean this stuff up, man. Wow. Come here, Daisy, go. Daisy, come on. Alright, what's good, y'all? Man, we're just doing my round real quick, making sure everything's all good. My dog's out here, having a good time. Daisy girl. Do you want to come to the grass over here? Come on. Alright, what's good, y'all? So I'm a little bit, I was a little bit late coming in, man. I put it for 8:10, but, you know, life happens, and wasn't quite ready then yet, so, but I'm here now, so here we are, man. I'm just, it's a little on the chilly side out, you know, not like super cold, but come on, Daisy. You need to go potty? No, you're ready to go inside. Alright, what's good, y'all? I need to get my little light set up here. Alright, what's good, fam? See if I can get situated here. I want to pull this up real quick and make sure it's all good to go. It's so nice having another phone again. Man. Right here. Yes, right here's where we're at. So I'm going to start off by doing Lawofone Session 2, January 20th, 1981. Man, is anybody up in here, man? Try to hit the comments up so that way I can see if I got anybody up in here, man. And much love, much peace and love, y'all. You know, we got this to get into. And I'm very, very thankful for everyone, yo. It's really cool that, I'm at 777 subscribers, which, I've done a video about the meaning behind that number. So it's also the handle tag on my channel at the end. DC Knowledge and Entertainment 777. So, yeah, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's a good little time we in, and I'm having fun doing it and loving just, giving people all kinds of stuff to look at and think about and feel. So, yeah, man, I want to get into this session too. Ra. I am Ra. I greet you in the love and the light of our infinite Creator. I am with this mind body spirit complex which has offered itself for a channel. I communicate to you. Queries are in order in your projections of mind distortion at this time space. Thusly would I assure this group that my own social memory complex has one particular method of communicating with those few who may be able to harmonize their distortions with ours, and that is to respond to queries for information. We are comfortable with this format. May the queries now begin. 2.1 Questioner. I'm guessing that there are enough people who would understand what you are saying, interested enough for us to make a book of communications with it, and I wondered if you would agree to this, us making a book, and if so, I was thinking that possibly a bit of historical background on yourself would be in order. Inaudible question. Ra. I am Ra. The possibility of communication, as you would call it, from the one to the one through distortion, acceptable for meaning, is the reason we contacted this group. There are few who will grasp without significant distortion that which we communicate through this connection with this mind body spirit complex. However, if it be your desire to share our communications with others, we have the distortion towards a perception that this would be most helpful in regularizing and crystallizing your own patterns of vibration upon the levels of experience which you call the life. If one is illuminated, are not all illuminated? Daisy, come here. It's okay. Come here, baby girl. Come here. You're okay. You don't need to go up there. My dog is going nuts because she wants to be the center of attention at all given times, if y'all know about that. It's okay, baby girl. Okay, so, however, if it be your desire to share our communications with others, we have the distortion towards a perception that this would be most helpful in regularizing and crystallizing your own patterns of vibration upon the levels of experience which you call the life. My dog is crazy. If one is illuminated, are not all illuminated. Therefore, we are oriented towards speaking for you in whatever supply of speakingness you may desire. To teach, learn is the law of one, and one of its most elementary distortions. 2.2 Questioner. Could you tell us something of your historical background, your earlier times in the illusion and the time state? Contact, possibly your incarnation on this planet, and that you spoke of before, and contact with earlier races on this planet. Then we would have something to start with in writing this book. I am Ra. We are aware that your mind body is calculating the proper method of performing the task of creating a teach learning instrument. We are aware that you find our incarnate, as you call it, state of interest. We waited for a second query so as to emphasize that the time space of several thousand of years creates a spurious type of interest. Thus, in giving this information, we ask the proper lack of stress be placed upon our experiences in your local space-time. The teach learning, which is our responsibility, is psychological rather than historical. We shall now proceed with your request, which is harmless if properly evaluated. We are those of the Confederation who 11,000 of your years ago came to two. Come here, Daisy girl. Came to two of your planetary cultures, which were at that time closely in touch with the creation of the one creator. It was our naive belief that we could teach, learn by direct contact and the free will distortions of individual feeling or personality, where in no danger we thought of being disturbed, as these cultures were already closely aligned with an all embracing belief in the liveness of or consciousness of all. We came and were welcomed by the peoples whom we wished to serve. We attempted to aid them in technical ways having to do with healing of mind body spirit complex distortions through the use of the crystal, appropriate to the distortion, placed within a certain appropriate series of ratios of time space material. Thus were the pyramids created. We found that the technology was reserved largely for those with the effectual mind body distortion of power. This was not intended by the law of one. We left your peoples the group that was to work with those in the area of South America, as you call that portion of your spear, gave up not so easily. They returned. We did not. However, we have never left your vibration due to our responsibility for the changes in consciousness we had first caused and then found distorted in ways not uh, relegated to the law of one. We attempted to contact the rulers of the land to which we had come, that land which you call Egypt, or in some areas the Holy Land. Yo, this is good stuff. This is really good stuff, man. I don't know if this is working up on here, but here we go. In the 18th dynasty, as it is known in your records of space-time distortions, we were able to contact a pharaoh, as you would call him. The man was small in life experience on your planet, on your plane, and was what this instrument would call wanderer. Thus, this mind body spirit complex received our communication distortions and was able to blend his distortions with our own. This young entity had been given a vibratory complex of sound, which vibrated in honor of a prosperous god, as this mind body complex, which we call instrument for convenience, would call a moon. The entity decided that this name, being in honor of one among many gods, was not acceptable for inclusion in his vibratory sound complex. This is a long reading, you know what I'm saying? Thus, he changed his name to one which honored the sun disk. This distortion, called Aten, was a close distortion to our reality as we understand our own nature of mind body spirit complex distortion. However, it does not come totally into alignment with the intended teach learning which was sent. This entity, Akhenaten, became convinced that the vibration of one was the true spiritual vibration and thus decreed the law of one. However, this entity's beliefs were accepted by very few. His priests gave lip service only, without the spiritual distortion toward seeking. The peoples continued in their beliefs, which this entity was no longer in this density. Again, the polarized beliefs in the many gods came into their own and continued so until the one known as Muhammad delivered the peoples into a more intelligible distortion of mind body spirit relationships. Do you have a more detailed interest at this time? 2.3 Questioner. Yo, this is a long-winded thing, man. I need to take a little break real quick. Man, I just got done reading all of this. Yeah, this is on that law of one, man. We are very interested in the entire story that you have to tell. And in getting into the law of one in quite some detail, there will be several questions that I'll ask as we go along that may or may not be related directly to understanding the law of one. However, I believe that the proper way of presenting this as a teach learning vehicle to the population of the planet that will read it at this time is to investigate different facets of what you tell us. You spoke of crystal healing. One other thing I might mention is that when the instrument becomes fatigued we want to cut off communication and resume it at a later time after the instrument is recharged. And if the instrument is suitable at this time, I would like a little discussion of the crystal healing that you mentioned. Nice. We're getting down there. Alright. So I am raw. The principle of crystal healing is based upon an understanding of the hierarchical nature of the structure of the illusion, which is the physical body, as you would call it. There are crystals which work upon the energies coming into the spiritual body. Alright, Joe, I gotta take a little break here one time, so give me just a moment.